It's about the same temperature yesterday, no wind. I don't think it's going to be quite as warm because we're pretty overcast today. But we are getting out for a good walk, get some exercise. Just chased a rabbit out of the yard. Looks like that chicken wire doesn't even stop him on our gate, so I'm guessing that little guy is going to be coming to visit on a regular basis. I just wish I could have gotten Meg out back. Right now she's going through a stage where she's scared of being in the backyard for some weird reason. Sure would have been nice to have had her come out, because I bet you probably wouldn't be coming to visit anymore, right? But our saran wrap held up. We didn't get anything eaten. There's not a lot planted in those pots just yet, but the cilantro and parsley is intact. Today's a busy day today. Mr. Painter bowls tonight. Got to see what we can get done between now and then. But for sure, Miss Meg's going to get a walk. Walking does the body good. So I'm working on hardening off my plants, the ones that are in the grow room. When we get back, I'll be putting those out. And that's about it. Just been working on the garden. I got that quilting project, but the garden takes precedence. Got a bunch of sewing ideas that I want to try. And some cooking ideas and some other arts and crafts ideas. Garden comes first. Some things you have to do at a certain time or you don't do them at all. I had a lot of quail in the yard this morning. That was kind of nice. The saran wrap on the pot seems to be keeping them out too. One person thought it looked horrible, but actually looks better than the floating row cover material did. And you can see what's in the pot, so that's a bonus. So I kind of feel like that's going to be a pretty good thing. That, and it hasn't come off yet, which is amazing. Cling wrap that clings. Hey Stumble guys, welcome to the channel. I have to admit I don't know what noob means. Morning! And that doesn't look like it's in English. What you doing, Meg? How you doing today?
Doing pretty good. Beautiful weather.
It is. It really is. All right, behave yourself. I know, it's exciting. Got other dog walkers out here this morning.
Really?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was talking to my phone. Pretty pleasant out. Not going to be as warm today, but it's definitely pleasant. It's funny, once it gets warm here, you're always looking back and you're thinking, ooh, I miss that fall weather. Ooh, I miss that spring weather. You got to enjoy the weather you get. And I'm thinking we might get some rain this week. They're saying we're going to get some rain. It's just so hard to know. Meg looks pretty happy. Hey, SM, welcome to the channel. You're from Buffalo, New York. Finally getting warmer where you're at. That's awesome. I know I'm originally from Alaska and always happy when the cold is leaving, right? Here, the kids outside at the school, a little ways away from here. Blue sky over here. Oh, you're not going to catch that, Meg. Wherever it is. Is it a chipmunk? Is it a ring-tailed ground squirrel? Is it a rabbit? Miss Meg is all in. What is it? All right, we'll go up the hill. All the dogs like this wall for some reason. I take my mommy this way. I take my mommy that way. Did you find the spot? Nope, not yet. I like to dig, huh? We got a bag for when she gets serious. This is all debris that fell off the trees. You can believe that. All this stuff right here. As much sun as we get, this stuff actually turns black by the time they get around to raking it up. Compost. See, just like that right there. It's amazing how that works. Here, let's leave them alone, Meg. Come on. Come on, baby. I know, it's so exciting. I just love these old trees. It's so cool. You always want to have a bag when you're walking your dog. Keep the neighborhood clean, right? Makes for a better place. That dog does a good job. It waits for his mommy. Oh my, I'm a little excited now. You're gonna do jumping jacks for me, huh? It's a good thing your mommy lifts weights, so I can hold your leash. Glad you got that out of your system. Loving this day. Not seeing a whole lot of birds out here. I think they're all in our yard. We'll see what we can get done today. It's getting a little bit windy out here. Definitely going to try to get those plants out and keep getting them hardened off. Last night I sewed some more floating row cover little tunnels to, I don't even know what to call them, but I'm going to call them tunnels to put my quinoa in, because I guarantee you that rabbit would make short work of that. And I planted a bunch of them yesterday and ran out, so I had to make more to be able to plant more quinoa. Hey Brian, I am not a canine trainer. Thanks, how about you? Meg is a rescue dog. I guess I'm pretty good at rehabilitating dogs. She was in pretty bad shape when we got her. When we got her, she was kind of shut down. She was kind of on death row, I'd say. Oops, let me get the bag out. It's that time. Our turn. Get that bag out. Oh, so you're a data engineer? How interesting. All right, let mommy get it. Oh, no. Okay, hold on. Let mommy get it. Okay, calm down. Let mommy get it. Hold on. Wait. All right, give me just a minute here. All right, let's go over to that trash can, Meg. Let's get rid of this. You're a data engineer. Are you in America? So let's see, we were talking about gardening before we had that little bit of excitement. And oh, look at that flowering tree, so pretty. Indiana, okay, awesome. How's your guys' weather? Any flooding there? It seems like there's been some pretty crazy weather this winter for a lot of people. Hoping we don't really have it's cold, okay. Hoping we don't have another year of 5 days of 120 like we had last summer. That was pretty hard on our yard, but from what I observed, it seemed that people were having 100-year floods last summer, 100-year weather. And yeah, weather doesn't make up its mind. Okay, I believe you on that one. So it's possible that that was just kind of an anomaly, Oh, you take your car to get the salt washed off every day? When I lived in Alaska, when I lived in coastal Alaska, they put a lot of salt on the roads because they had a lot of ice there. And yeah, it kind of rusted the cars, so I could see why you'd want to do that. This year I have a different plan for our garden, and I'm only growing stuff that thrived in 120 degrees. Yeah, salt ruins cars. I agree. Well, they don't need to put that on the roads here. We don't get ice on the roads. The only thing you got to worry about here is if it rains, because it rains so infrequently, the roads are super slick when it rains, like all the oils and stuff on the road surfaces. Super slick. The sun is hard on the paint, if you park outside. We live in the desert of southern Nevada, about 25 minutes outside of Las Vegas. Originally, I am from Alaska. Retired in Nevada. I will take the 3 months of heat any day over the cold that we get where I'm from. That 1560 below degrees is pretty hard on your cars too. Although interestingly enough, batteries actually do better in the cold than they do the heat. Batteries don't last too long here, like get 2 years out of one. Where I lived in Alaska in Fairbanks, you had to have an oil pan heater, you had to have a battery blanket, you had to have a radiator heater. In other words, your car wouldn't start and you might be doing major repair work on it. One time I had a radiator crack. That was not good. The other thing is when it gets colder than 40 below, things break. Fan belts, that kind of stuff. So I don't miss that at all. I do miss the people though. The Alaska people are wonderful people. Very friendly. That's been there for a few days. Yeah, that's pretty funny, right? Living on Mars at 250 degrees minus 250 degrees Celsius. Yeah, I'm not going to Mars. I kind of feel like I was born on this planet to live here, right? Oh, that doggy's happy. It's rolling around. Meg likes the grass too. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Definitely not volunteering to go to Mars. And I'm not so sure what I think of flying cars either. I don't doubt that somebody will do it at some point, but I'm not buying that stock. I can't even imagine if we had flying cars. I mean, there's actually a company that's trying to make those. Yep, you're right. Antarctica is pretty dang cold. I used to actually work with researchers at the University of Alaska that went there. They had incredible coats. I don't want to go there either. All valid points, Brian. Helicopters, okay. Yep. I just feel like with how people drive here, as crazy as the roads are, I mean, the roads are really crazy here, especially compared to where I come from. People, if they had flying cars, we'd have mid-air collisions all day long. Wow, you are finding all kinds of smells, aren't you, sweetheart? All kinds of smells. People drive like they stole it. Oh my gosh. I bet. I don't think I'd want to try driving in New York. Plus, don't you guys have the most god-awful parking there? Like really expensive and lots of road tolls and... Oh wow, I'm sorry. You've seen some drive-bys? That's awful. I think you've got to be really careful wherever you are anymore. Unfortunately, there are some bad things that happen here too, for sure. Stay out of some sections, right? Well, Miss Meg doesn't care if it's cloudy. She's enjoying the day. It's getting cloudier. I think they're right. We probably are going to get that rain on Thursday. Oh, but I see blue over there. You know, if the wind keeps up, it could actually blow over and rain someplace else. That could happen. We kind of need it to rain over there. That's where the lake is. That way. Little blue sky over that way. Pretty socked in over there. Come on, Meg. What? Usually when she makes that noise, she has a dog buddy that's around somewhere near, but I don't see any other dogs right now. Yeah, people are going to have to be really careful with fire. Seems like there's been an awful lot of brush fires happening. Almost seems like it's a little much to be a coincidence to have so many happening at the same time. What do you think about that, Brian? One year when we were still in Alaska, I remember we couldn't mow our lawn because it was so dry, and it was illegal to have any motorized vehicles or equipment on grass because of the risk of fire. Almost every year they have forest fires in Alaska, and it's because it's mostly wilderness, right? Well, I hope everybody everybody has a blessed day today. I sure appreciate people joining in on the channel. Brian, thanks for chatting with me for a while. Have a blessed day. Thanks for watching.